Hi, welcome to MedManners. This is Dr. Ram here. This session we are going to discuss about the histology of the irido-corneal angle. Before we see this slide, let's get oriented. This is the outer portion of eyeball which is called the sclera, and this sclera continues as cornea in front, which is the transparent disc through which the light enters. At the middle highly vascular layer is a choroid. This choroid continues as the ciliary body and the iris in the front. This is the ciliary body, and if you see the ciliary body, you have a lot of folds here which is called the ciliary process. There are two important functions of ciliary process. One is to hold the lens via suspensory ligament, and number two, the epithelial cells of the ciliary process going to secrete a very important fluid which is called the aqueous humor, and this is the anterior and the posterior chamber. The anterior chamber is formed between the cornea and the iris, and posterior chamber is formed between the iris and the lens. This is the iris, the pupil, the suspensory ligament, and this is the irido-corneal angle, the area of interest today. So this is nothing but an acute angle that is formed between the cornea and the iris. And this is the flow of the aqueous humor. So the aqueous humor is secreted from the epithelial cells of a ciliary body, first enters the posterior chamber and then through the pupil into the anterior chamber, and it gets drained into this angle. Now what I'm going to do is take a section of the tissue here and we'll study about the irido-corneal angle. So this is the angle formed here, that is between the cornea and the iris. Note the sclera here, the outer portion of eyeball, and this sclera continues as cornea in front. This is a transparent zone where the light enters, and here comes the iris, and this is the ciliary body. So the ciliary body and iris is an anterior continuation of the choroid, and if you notice the ciliary body, you have a lot of folds here. This is the ciliary process, and in this process you have the epithelial cells here that is going to secrete the aqueous humor. And in this angle you have two important points. One is this channel. This channel is a canal of film through which aqueous humor is drained. And number two, posterior to this channel is a tissue. This tissue is nothing but network or say a meshwork which is called the trabecular meshwork. This is nothing but a continuation of posterior limiting membrane. Recall from the previous video we discussed about the 5 layers of a cornea. The 4th layer we discussed about the posterior limiting membrane, which will be here. So the continuation of the posterior limiting membrane is the trabecular meshwork. If you want to imagine the meshwork, imagine to be a mesh like this, a network of fibers, in between you have spaces. So this is the canal of Schelm, and posterior to it you have some mesh like this. Note the aqueous humor that is secreted from the epithelial cells of a ciliary process here into the posterior chamber, through the pupil into the anterior chamber. And this aqueous humor, on reaching the angle, it gets drained into the canal of Schelm through this meshwork. So what is the take home point? Glaucoma is one of the most common cause of blindness in the world. In most cases of glaucoma, there is a problem with the aqueous humor drainage. For example, in acute inflammation states, the white blood cells and the tissue debris may get deposited in the trabecular meshwork so that the aqueous humor cannot be drained. This results in accumulation of the aqueous humor. This increases the intraocular pressure and compresses the blood vessels and damaging the optic nerve, resulting in blindness. I hope this session is super useful for you. See you then. Thank you. See you with more interesting videos.